Sagittarius, this is Griselle with Psychic MD, and I'm actually here to do your reading for the second time. The first one kind of got hosed. So here we go. I picked out the cards, I shuffled, and the first jumper I got for you, by the way, let me slow down. Sag, I want to tell you, happy Friday the 13th, which is the day that I'm shooting this. Hopefully I'll be able to upload this. I'll start, obviously, this morning. If not, I'll have to do it tonight after my other job. But Sag, I wanted to let you know I have a brand new deck that I'm working with. They're Essential Oil Oracle cards. I think they're super fun. And I'll leave the name and everything at the description box below. Also, if you could please do like, comment, share, subscribe, I would appreciate it. And y'all know sometimes I can't pronounce things, so I'm going to attach these cards at the end of your reading. Okay, Sag? So the first thing that came out was this card for you. I made so many mistakes. So this is a trigger statement. I made so many mistakes. So the essential oil is going to be lemongrass, but the true statement is I let it all go. I let it all go, right? Everything you have done up to this point is leading you to where you need to be. Let go of the past and be here now. Sink into that one, Sag. Okay. The other message on this card says declutter. So decluttering might be a very important thing for you. One thing that I read in a book that I wanted to share with you was really interesting is that, you know, a lot of us cling. We have like emotional associations with things that were given to us or anything like that. And we tend to hold on to things like, oh, so-and-so gave that to me. I can't get rid of it, so on and so forth. Like I would know, right? But I do know. So it's going to be really important just to really kind of like, you could do different methods, but one method I think is kind of fun and easier for me is to walk around and pick up like 24 things and throw it in a bag and get rid of those immediately, you know? So maybe if that helps, if you have a hard time decluttering, that might be one way to do it. Anything that doesn't fit that I think, ooh, I'm going to, you know, try to fit into this, right? I mean, I still have all of this going on. And so, yes, I love myself, but I would like to lose some. And that's just life. Anyways, my point being is that I have things in the closet that needs to get rid of. And I've already gotten rid of a lot of it. But even if I can fit into it, am I going to want to wear it again? No, I'm going to want something new anyways, right? So, lemongrass is essential oil that's going to help. And I think it's going to be really awesome to write down like the true statement or the new statement, I'll call it. But anyways, this is your Friday the 13th reading, Sagittarius. Sorry, I kind of like rolled in all everywhere. So yeah, decluttering. That was your first one. The second one that came out is I need to fix this. That's a trigger, right? The true statement is I'm willing to learn from this. Okay, we're not fixers. Well, some of us are. But it's soothing. So apparently there's essential oil called soothing. I'm sure there's a lot of essential oils called lots of things. It says lift yourself above your life situation. Observe as a witness. Understand that you are so much more than the story. Soothe. Notice the colors too. They're all purplescent, if that's a word. Okay? And so for me, right away, I'm thinking crown chakra. Maybe you're getting downloads and you're going to need to really kind of bring your vibe down because it feels a little bit frenetic, especially for the month of August, which is why I'm pulling these cards right now. So the third one is, the trigger statement is, I am ashamed. The true statement is, I am cherished. And it says, there are connections to ancestral and childhood memories that are ready to be healed. Allow divine light to shine within. And you guys know, if you've been watching me at all, that I like to work with ancestors as well. But I feel like a lot of these things are, you know, like holding on to items that don't become you, don't serve you, whatever. A lot of it is like attaching to things versus people. Maybe we have a hard time with relationships. I mean, I don't know. So perhaps there's just a lot going on. Maybe we need some therapy. And I'm pro everybody should have some kind of therapy, some help. maybe some groups that can relate to you, that you can relate to, that you have like freedom to speak. Sometimes it's easier to discuss things to a total stranger rather than a friend, family, or loved one. I don't know why that is, but for me, that is a true statement. So, also, one thing I wanted to talk to you about, this one here, is the ancestral thing. Is I feel like a lot of what's coming through for you for the month of August may be like handed down from your ancestors, from parent to parent, parent to child, whatever, and so on and so forth. And maybe that's why we're having like the shame affiliated and attached to us. So Sagittarius, sometimes we hold on to things that are really not our own, and our parents did the best that they can. But for example, we play tapes and replay tapes over and over again. And I'm just trying to like debate on how vulnerable I want to be. But you know what? I'm just going to be me and balls to the walls. Here we go. So I grew up, one really painful thing that I grew up with a lot of shame around was that my father used to say, you know what, you're just like your mother, you're filthy like your mother. And I was a little girl. I mean, that was really a harsh statement to make to someone who is a child. And so that was difficult for me to kind of weather. And of course I've had, you know, therapy, thank goodness, and spirits helped me. But that's just one example. Now, I'm not like blaming him or blaming anybody, but the end of the story is those tapes do get handed down from person to person. That comes from somewhere. So perhaps you have something similar, a tape that has been told to you, or shame around a certain situation, or around sex, or drugs, or money. Why did I say drugs? I don't know. Okay, but reeling it back in, Griselle, the point of the matter is that perhaps whatever you have shame around should really be examined this month. It might be a good idea for you just to kind of write down things that you feel shame around, and then kind of explore it. And it's like, why do I feel shame around this? You know, well, can so-and-so said this or that. So we're taking other people's opinions more important or more valid than yours. Okay, moving on. That's what I meant to say to begin with. The card that I pulled for you, look at all the white. I feel like you're coming into your more authentic self. You're burning things off that no longer, it's no longer you, no longer your story. You're not willing to accept it any longer. Now that word is it, I'm going to say it, but acquiescence. Like if we just agree with people and allow people to say whatever the hell they want, pardon my French, you know, or our silence is like really supporting what other people say in their narrative. That's not okay. Maybe it's time for you just to go and burn right through and get to your more authentic self, the core of you, and stand up for that, you know, and say, you know, I don't agree with you, and you don't have to fight about it. But I feel like you're getting spiritual downloads that you understand that, you know what, that's not your narrative, that's not your story. Ultimately, Sag, that is not who you are. So I hope that you kind of take that however it resonates. Do like, share, comment, subscribe. The essential oil associated with this is copaiba. Copaiba? I don't know. But, you know, I'm going to attach this at the very end because I don't know how to pronounce any of these things. So much love to you. Do comment if you like anything else to be covered or more in-depth of these cards. I love the trigger statements because I have a lot of triggers. Yeah, we've got issues. But anyways, much love to you. I hope that August is incredible. And with that, I'll leave you. Namaste.